Hi everybody, new name here, playing my favorite game, Watcher of Realms, on day 23 still of the free-to-play series. I don't normally record three separate videos on anything in my life. However, today had things I didn't anticipate getting done, like the previous upload showing I beat the Elite Void Rift. Guess what I've just done? I couldn't believe it. I did a little bit of swapping, some placement stuff, and I've three-starred GR3 Stage 19. 19! The best sets in the game are now available on farm on day 23 of the free-to-play series. Are you kidding? I knew the game gave me the heroes. So fortunate, but you can see here, Power of Dominance. Take it off. Power of Dominance. Put it on. And just to verify 100%, go into your lineups. Let's see if it's still here. Newly named. Gear 3, Stage 19. Not the fastest clear. Don't care. It was the first clear. That's what's important. You're going to start seeing Soulbound Arcana and Infernal Roar on my damage dealers within a week. They should all be wearing something along those lines. So I'm going to show you how I've done it. But I'm not going to show you. It's got to be auto because I don't want to mess around and become grief frustrated because I ran this for a solid 2 hours to finally get it down. But I will share with you my thought process in the strategy that I used. Idril with the Spirit Siphon goes on this top tile here with Dolores below her to get the inspiration, and Kai is going to go on the bottom left tile there. So now Dolores is giving inspiration to the two major damage dealers. Autumn is giving her ultimate benefit to Idril and Kai. And if you don't know who this rare Autumn is, you don't even have to skill her up. She's going to give 60% crit damage during her ultimate. So my heroes are all crit capped. So they're getting 60% extra damage, man. Are you kidding? So over here is Fishface with his Idril's Gaze artifact. And Fishface was who I picked up yesterday or 2 days ago for the Vanquisher achievement by beating all three gear raids 18. And over here is my favorite hero for this tile in the game. I've never had Hatsoot. I've never pulled a Vargas. I used Hex on my main account until I got this hero. This hero, Allura, takes care of this wave up here because during her ultimate, she does splash damage. Okay? As long as she's doing a critical hit, she'll splash to other targets. All right? And it's that fast. All of a sudden, I'm doing Gear 3 Stage 19 on Auto Farm. And if you don't know, you can get 10 or you can get 5 stamina as bonus drops. So that's not too bad. The Rage Regen, attack speed, and defensive bonus for Meryl, to my knowledge. I'm going to keep that. And we're going to do it one more time for fun. Okay? So you'll see that I have, you can't really see, but I have brought Volca. She's not an A1, so I'm not getting any res reduction from her. She's not A1 yet, okay? I was using her to tank in this spot, and it's just a waste of, she costs 20 to put down, and she can't hit any of the air units. I was using her to soak the damage from the exploding bum bugs. Then I said, well, why would I use Kai on the left side if Razak's already doing that job? And I said, let's put Kai down here because of his range is so long. And yes, I'm fortunate. I have a Lunaria, so I get that Piercer Lord bonus. So I had Lunaria on this bottom right tile next to Dolores facing up. So sometimes you can use people use a set ram here, okay? But as a day 23 free to play account, I couldn't complain whatsoever about the order the heroes have been given to this account. As soon as I was ready to, okay, I need to beat GR3-19 now, the game gives me Razak. Look what he does over here. Hitting, I know it's Power of Dominance, okay? But that's a 216k hit on almost 10 mobs, right? And you can't complete the stage much faster than that. As soon as those idiots spawned in, ooh, a nice double drop. Am I getting my first Soulbound Arcana or Infernal Roar piece on the recording? Let's see together, guys. Maybe? Maybe? No, not yet. Haven't seen one yet. I've done about 10 runs. That's okay. They're on their way. What I do obviously need is gold. Oh, let's see for the fun of it. So that's how strong Idril is. All right. Especially with the Power of Dominance on, obviously that number is going to go there. But you see, I only have 4 damage dealers now. Nobody else needs to worry about doing any damage. I don't have to cycle because it's on auto. I may show you one day how I do it on no power of dominance, but not today. Today I've had way too much fun with progress. In the order that I've done it, in like 4 hours total, I've beaten a lot of stuff that I didn't think I could, but I wanted to see. So to verify again on daily sign in, day 23, free to play. And if you didn't see the last upload from today, got Challenger of the Void. I beat Elite Void Toreador. Very fortunate. That's the power of Volca. Okay, Volca wasn't a necessary thing as a placed hero, or even in the lineup for that GR3-19, but she was for the Elite Toreador. So if you don't want to see the gear and stuff that I have, that's the end of that upload for you. And I wish you follow the series and have just as good as luck and fun as I am. For those of you who do like the deep dive, here's the gear and the artifacts and the skills of these heroes. So Kai, max promo, okay? Idris Gaze, brought it up to 10. I don't have enough. I only ever pulled 2, so I'm not going to level 1. I'd rather at least 2 of this very powerful artifact, all right? Kai was the first Lego I started investing skills into. So I got pretty fortunate that he landed a bunch here that ultimate does good damage and it can proc a second time immediately, okay? So I'm not going to read the skills with you, but I'm going to show you where the dust and the crystals landed. So it's not that this 25% HP is something that I purposely want on a damage dealer, but look at that crit rate. That's massive, okay? He's almost crit capped, and that brings it there. That's why. And you can't argue with the rolls of this item. When this thing rolled, I was just like, man, I don't care what set it's on. This is going to be with me for a while. So this dropped today in Gear Raid 3 Stage 18, okay? And it's, I think, the second or third Ancient Mythic this account's had. Yeah, it's the third one. But look at this crit damage roll. That's big boy stuff, big girl pants there, right? This Asclepius set, he's not going to get a bonus if I put him in the entire set. I don't care. Look at those stats. Look at those rolls, okay? If this said crit damage here, this is what you call a unicorn, having all 5 top stats, all right? And down here, it's just that main roll here. I don't care that the others were kind of crappy. The power of that attack there on 60 attack helped push this account. I might not keep that piece for very long, but I rolled it when I needed to get some Smith event points. And obviously, it's been strong enough to push me into Gear 8-3 Stage 19 Autos. So I think yesterday or 2 days ago, got this. It's the first gold roll on this account, and it's a speed. So I'm very happy about that. There's no crit rate here, but you'll see I was able to construct a set anyways with the stats to achieve, at least 10k attack and 100 crit with 200 crit damage. Okay, it's not ideal, but you saw it works. All right. So again, the Asclepius piece here. Crit rate isn't the best that you want, obviously, and the reason it's never going to go to 16 is that none of these rolled purple. If some of these attack stats were in the purples, I might consider it. But who I'm using it on, they're crit caps, so there's no point. And down here, this HP bonus, irrelevant. But that crit rate rolled 20. So that's why she's still wearing this legendary gear. And this is beautiful stuff, man. Like if this crit damage was purple, it's a really good piece. It's not a mythic, it's not premium, but it gets the job done. As you slowly take your step up the mountain, step by step every day, you can turn around all of a sudden and be like, I used to wear that? Look what I have now. Okay. And that's where this account's about to go. So there's no point rolling. If you don't see anything here that's at 16, it's usually because like I'm not going to get a benefit from 300 more attack for spending like 700,000 gold. There's attack bonus, no good, but that crit is huge. Again, he's only at 93% crit. Attack bonus, nothing. But a flat attack of 400, that helps, okay? And you'll notice like most of my heroes are mostly broken sets or they're wearing like a Calamity left side set. It's easier to make a complete set out of 2 items. Oh, I forgot to show Allure skills, but this out of spite, I rolled it to 12. When I got that crit damage, I said, I got to roll for this crit. And that hit. That's like a jackpot bottom roll. It's not an amazing piece, but those rolls make it keepable. Okay. And the same thing here, this attack speed, that's huge. That really helps. So the artifact for Razak is Idra's Gaze as well. And in his skills, he didn't get anything into his manual. And this is huge. His manual is ultimate. For Gear 820, I think this is a must. Even in premium gear, you start getting this 300% more damage. He does those, whatever they are, those squid arms, octopus arms, and he wipes that entire left side for you every time. Okay? So we'll go quickly back to Allura, and you'll see I couldn't get anything into her ultimate. Okay? It's a little bit of damage, so it's not really too relevant, but this one is. So that her basic attacks, she's doing more damage. All right? But that crit damage, it helps. If she's crit capped, which she is, her ultimate will splash. The damage splashes to enemies nearby. So that's why you need her at 100% crit. Okay? The superhero Idril, she's still wearing everything from you get the storyline. This is always going to roll this exact roll with those stats. Okay? Everybody has access to this complete set. This is storyline gear. Okay? This artifact made stuff possible, though, because I got 18 down once I got the Spirit Siphon. It's the only one I've ever had, but the Spirit Siphon, that's huge, okay? It really helps. So Idril has max skills, but she's an A3. And if you don't know what her Awaken 3 is, it actually helps the entire team. And some people forget about this, but when she uses her ultimate, everybody else gets 5% rage. So if you use her ultimate first, those other people, they get 5%, boom, just like that. With a laurel drop, that's 55% if you're struggling. Okay. It's not ideal to use as a rage booster Idril. You'd rather use her skill after other people have used their ultimates, but you saw it works for me. So Lunera is just short on her skills, okay? And this rage restoration is that like I didn't even drop her much, even on the first clear to get the auto set up. She went in for the last like 18% on the boss. As the boss is starting to descend and you're biting your nails and you're worried, right? You're like, I gotta do this. I'm so close. I've tried so hard. So she's in what Kai used to wear. Just garbage it. It's 5% damage. Okay. It helps. But in her gear, crit capped, okay, but she's got really low attack, okay, at 8k. I just needed her as backup damage. And again, you'll see, like, this is decent. These stats, if this rolled all purple, this is another, even though it's the life force, it's a good item, okay? This rolled very well at the bottom. I always take my chances because I'm a gambler. And free gambling, I saw this attack. I said, well, let's see what that crit damage goes. And it went pretty well, okay? On this neck, I can't argue. This is one of the best pieces I have in this entire game. No matter what's happening in Guild Bus, you want one crit damage amulet or something if you can get it with these substats. Okay, that very fortunate there. And this is just nothing. It was, it just adds a little bit of attack for her. So I think if you look, if you're curious, Vortex, okay, he's in this Chalice of Youth that helped before I had the Power of Dominance to keep my Autumn alive. I put Vortex in before I'd have to put Razak down because Razak's ultimate comes up so fast that he can kill that left side. So having Autumn stay up really helps kill the boss. And I maxed his skills, and this was the first Ancient I ever dropped or received. And the only good thing on it, actually, there's two, is the attack speed as well and this HP bonus. But it gets the job done. The heal effect, he doesn't have much. He's at 40. You're trying to hit 100. But if you bring the right composition of heroes, oh, I forgot, I have this as a gold roll as well. Okay. You have the right composition of heroes with the right main stats on the people so they can do their job. They will do their job. I set my champions up for success after a bunch of farming, and you see Stage 19, Gear A3. It's the most game-changing gear sets. If you get them first, it makes Gear Aid 1 a walk in the park. I know this for a fact because I've done it on the main account. So Dolores, this isn't a good built Dolores, but she's got as much as an attack on a 5-star Dolores as I can give her. Okay, I'm out of gold, but it's about to start coming because I'm no longer rolling up items that are, oh, this might help me with 3% more crit. If it doesn't have crit rate, attack speed, and attack bonus main stat, I'm not rolling it. I'm at that point already. where I'm going to be able to save for gold or save my gold for real gear now. Okay. No more funning around. And I don't know if you notice here. Okay. But when I click gear on my heroes, okay, see how it says right here 90. Okay. I am not judging anybody. I personally don't get above 250 because I do gear swapping. There's never an issue for me because, especially on a free to play, I will never have 400 autos where I'm going to pick up 800 items. I will never do that on this free to play. Okay. So I don't save stuff. And you're looking here at my Mari is still in blue gear. All right. That's going to change. But other than that, I don't save stuff that is unrolled. I roll it. If it's a decent thing, then I'm able to say, okay, when I get more gold, I can finish rolling these items. All right. But you'll see how clean and easy it is for me to look through stuff. And the game runs a little smoother because there's less items. Yes, I'm in a new account, but my main account, roughly the same thing, okay? Again, I'm not judging. If you save gear and you have 900 pieces that you think you're going to use sometime in the future, I'm very happy that you've got them. For me, if I'm not using it within one day of play, I get rid of it. I don't want it around. I don't want it in my mind. That's for me. That's part of my free to play mentality and strategy to keep the game fun. I don't ever want to look at the account somewhere and go, oh, that's work, and that's work, and that's work, because then it feels like work. And if it doesn't feel like fun and it's work that you're not being paid for, you stop playing. I will never stop playing if the game is fun. This was New Name playing my favorite game, Watcher of Realms, man. Take care, everybody.